Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha. If you're new, I am an intuitive, I am a medium, and I am a vessel of light. And so today, I was feeling a message for the past couple days actually, but today I felt like it was a good time to share it. So basically, also I'll leave my info for personal readings and healings and all that stuff in the description box. Go to my website and you can hit me up from there, or my Instagram and DM me. But Spirit and God have been giving me this vision of like a sinking ship. So, and I was actually in the shower when I got this. So what they were saying about the sinking ship is like, I was getting a few different messages, but like it's all about this sinking ship. So this is gonna be different for everybody. It's having to do with sinking ships. So I was in the shower and and I kept seeing a sinking ship. And it's going to be different for everybody. So the sinking ship represented, like, I saw one person getting out of the sinking ship trying to figure out how to stop it from sinking. And it's like God gave me the realization, like, one person can't stop a whole ship from sinking, right? I was like, no, not that I'm aware of. And so hence the truth of one person can't stop something from sinking that is that big. So for some of you, there might be something in your life that is just bigger than you. And you are trying so hard to control it, or to manipulate it, or like keep it at a certain point of where it's not going to go where it's going to go regardless. Like this sink is shipping. The ship is sinking. The ship is sinking. The ship is sinking. Like there's absolutely nothing you can do to stop the ship from sinking. So the ship sinking doesn't necessarily have to be like a bad thing. It can be just something that is happening in your life right now that just feels totally out of your control and feels totally like just you can't get a grip on it. This could be something mentally. This could be just like a state of a state that you're in, like struggling with something internally, or this can be something outside of you that you're trying to control or trying to keep from sinking or keep from happening. So the message here is to let go of control. Surrender. When you surrender and allow God in, open up to the possibilities. Like God showed me after that with the sink ship, oh my gosh, I keep saying it like that. So with the ship sinking, God kept showing me after that. God showed me this person who was trying to stop the ship from sinking, letting go and just backing away from the ship in the water, just backing away and just watching it and totally just allowing it to do what it does. And God showed me like suddenly just enough of the ship left for this guy to get on and to stay on. Only part of the ship sunk. So if this guy would have kept trying to fix what was going on, or would have went underwater to try and stop the ship, he would have died, right? But because he let go of control, and because he backed away and recognized that the ship is too big for him to save, backed away, and a miracle happened. That miracle being there was just enough of the ship left for this guy to chill on until he gets help. So whatever it is in your life that you're trying so hard to hold on to, or that you're trying so hard to control, or whatever you're trying to get a hold of. Again, internally, externally, doesn't matter. Both. You need to surrender. You need to let it go. You need to let go of control. And that doesn't mean making decisions. It means doing nothing. It means backing away from the ship. Taking a step back. Because I feel like a lot of you have been really heavily focusing on something. The ship is really symbolic of something you've had a huge hyper focus on that you just have not been able to let go of, or like stop thinking about, or stop trying to figure out what to do about it, and you know, making decisions, making choices about this thing that or like trying to do stuff about it, and it's like it's just not, it's still sinking. And so the only thing you have left to do is to just do nothing and surrender when it comes to this ship, whatever this represents for you. So that's what God wants you to know today whenever you come across this. Like, back away from the ship, let it sink, and watch a miracle occur. Watch God occur. Because I feel like once you back away and just, you know what? Like, I feel a relief. Like, you know what? Let me stop for a sec. Let me take a step back and just allow God to work real quick. Let me see what God does before I do anything else. And I promise you, this is going to bring a miracle into your life. And you might not even see it as a miracle at first, but I promise you it is. It's complete divine timing. I also feel like the sinking ship could represent people in your life, or people that you're trying to save. People that, you know, just are, maybe they're sinking, or it seems as if they're sinking in their own darkness and into their own shadows. And it's like you are trying to keep them afloat. You're trying to keep them from sinking. And God's telling you to surrender. Pray for that person from afar. Surrender it. Because you can't save everybody. Sometimes people have to figure stuff out on their own. If I feel like who I'm talking to, it's like it's getting to you, trying to save this person or trying to keep this person afloat. And so in that case, God's letting you know, like, you need to back away a little bit. You need to take a step back. You're putting too much effort into this because this person is sinking regardless. Like, you need to let them hit the floor, whatever that means, you know, for them in their situation. Because there's a lesson in it for them. And there's a lesson here for you too, which is, you know, recognizing when you've done enough, you've done all you can do. So it's time to take a step back in whatever area of your life or even within yourself that you feel this applies to. So I pulled some cards too. So I asked Spirit for just 3 cards of each deck that I have with me. And we got the Chariot. This is talking about guidance. This is talking about how you're being divinely guided and you're being, you know, pulled in a certain direction. And I feel this resistance in regards to this guidance and in regards to this pull. It's literally like a gravitational pull. And there's resistance because you have no idea where this is pulling you or where you're being pulled. Almost like you're being manifested to something. And it's like, you know, it's amazing. You know, it's God, but you're like, it's like you might be being pulled away from something into something else. And it's like, you just don't know where it's going. So your first instinct is to fear it and is to resist. But again, with the sinking ship, you're going anyway. Like, this is destiny. Like, that's what this message is wherever you're being pulled and whatever is happening to the ship, it's destiny. And you got the Ace of Swords as well, which talks about a breakthrough. I feel like this is talking about some sort of breakthrough, some sort of like moment of clarity and a moment of, you know what? Hold on. Like, let me take a step back. let me talk to Spirit and God about this instead of trying to control it myself. I'm only one person. I haven't consulted my angels. I haven't consulted God. So why don't I do that before I make any more sudden movements? Because regardless, destiny is calling. And then you have the Hierophant talking about God, higher wisdom. This is talking about something that is already organized and placed in stone. I promise you, whoever this message resonates with, like, there's something that you're being pulled to and called to that is bigger than you. And it's destiny. Like, you might be fearing so much and really just like not sure what's about to happen. But I promise you that there's something huge happening for you. I'm also seeing some sort of sudden opportunity. Like, I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles in my mind. Somebody reaching out to you, or you just getting an opportunity or an idea to create an opportunity for yourself in some sort of way. And this opportunity is bringing a lot of fortune. And for some of you, even recognition and fame. So I just want you to be aware of the resistance. Because you can resist all you want, but you're being taken where you're going anyway. Like, you're on a current, and this current is taking you regardless. So I don't know how much more clear I can make that. So whatever you're resisting, that is where this message applies. So we also got not the right time. You also might be listening to a lot of readings or something like that, or just always seeking outside validation on like where you're going or what's about to happen to you or for you. And 1111 and Spirit's like, we need you to focus on us. Your spirit team and God want to talk to you personally. They don't want you going to people for them to talk through. They want you to get still and quiet with them. And the only way to hear and listen is to get still. So that's what they want for you right now. We got romance. So again, something that's really like you're meeting up with something. You're joining forces with something. And in the near future, you're not going to have to wait much longer. I'm hearing solstice. I'm hearing something about the solstice. I'm not too sure why. But I think because we just had this, or no, that was the spring equinox, winter solstice or something like that. I don't know why I'm hearing that. But regardless, there's something that you're, again, meeting up with, matching with. This could be a person. This could be a business. This could be an opportunity. This could be a thought or some sort of revelation. This could be anything. But basically, that's they're trying to explain to you why you feel how you do, why you feel like you're going and being taken somewhere, but you're not sure where. I feel like it's like meant to be a surprise. Time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. So not the right time, and time is here. Meaning be patient. Be patient. Enjoy the scenery while you wait. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Just like how I was talking about with the sinking ship, how like once you take a step back, you open yourself up to what God can do. When you take your hands off the situation, you're allowing all the possibilities. If that wasn't divine, I don't know what is. So yeah. So anyway, so once you take a step back and you allow God to work in what you've been trying to keep your hands in and do yourself, you're opening the way for God to do what God wants to do, which is the ultimate best possible outcome. But when you do what you think is right or what you want to do without consulting God, that's when things get messy. That's when people get hurt. That's when you possibly make mistakes you can't come back from. Or that are just like, they just cause way too much of, you know, a problem that there's, you can't get yourself out. If you would have just listened to God to begin with and consulted God first, then you wouldn't have had this issue. So, next card is balancing polarities, compassion and determination. I'll let you guys. And also, I think that's Jupiter. Yeah, that's Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of luck, fortune. So let's see what this card says for you guys. All right. The card you have selected shows an elk looking at you, as if it wants to tell you something. Above him is a large red rose facing the nighttime sky. His large symmetrical horns hold two of Jupiter's moons, Io on the left and Europa on the right. Jupiter is directly between the moons, radiating two golden concentric circles. Behind the elk are two green circles and a yellow sun-like disk. 4 green, curvilinear lines emanate from the circle. The green circles continue under the horizon into a waterway filled with organic matter. There are 3 antelopes, 1 male on the left and 2 females on the right. There is a city in the distance experiencing a cloudy sky. Elks are strong, powerful, and determined creatures. You are too. But being strong also means knowing when to take care of yourself. Contrary to popular belief, life is not a race. Competition is a societal construct, and you can choose not to partake in it. You can get where you are going on your own terms. Everyone else might be rushing, but you need to go at your own pace. You will arrive when it is the right time for you to do so. When what you are doing serves a higher purpose, you will have all the energy you need. One way you can access higher energy is through diet. Eating mostly vegetarian, organic foods will give you strength without stress. Avoid sugar and artificial sweeteners if you can. Eat vitamin-rich foods. Drink lots of water and herbal teas. Don't forget that it is important that you find personal quiet time to recharge yourself. Your image is about balancing and juggling 2 parts of yourself. This could be changing your current location. If you are in the city, perhaps you will be moving to a more rural environment, or vice versa. It may mean that you have to reconsider the work you are currently doing. Does your job have meaning to you? Are you passionate about it? Elk is staring at you right in the face with compassion, but also with determination. He beckons you to work with him. He will not only give you the fortitude necessary to make the change, but he will lead you to your community. Although you think you can do it alone, like this whole message has been talking about, Elk says that you need companionship and the support of a group. This is because elks live in big herds and are rarely seen alone. Don't ever underestimate the value of companionship. You do not have to do everything by yourself. Help is right around the corner if you just ask for it. Antelope and the red rose say, follow your heart. The time to act is now. Everything is balanced and ready to go, just waiting for you to take a giant leap of faith. Your affirmation, when I think with my heart, I am balanced at all times. So this is the same message. Like, you need to make sure that you are following your heart. That is what God placed in you to connect with him, to connect with God, to connect with him and her, you know? And like, there's this energy of like trying to do everything yourself. And it's like, you're pushing people away maybe to do it yourself. And it's, or like trying to do it without God. And God's like, why? I'm right here. Like, why do that to yourself? But I think that some of you might be scared of the truth if you do face God. If you do allow God in, you're scared that what happens actually will be what you want deep down for some of you. Also, you might just be scared to do your inner work and to actually face the things that you've been distracting yourself from when it comes to why you've been over focusing on something else outside of you. It's like it's like people avoid God for so long and are asleep or go back asleep because when you're in a relationship with God, when you are trusting in God and having faith and asking God for help, you know, a lot of stuff gets brought up. Painful things, hurtful things, you know, that you have to learn and go through, and that you have to accept about certain things that have happened to us or certain things that people have done to us. Or I just heard something. So, and you know, you have to again release control. And people who are asleep or just aren't ready to allow God in, it scares them. When in reality, once you let God in, you actually get your desired outcome, which is better than what you could have thought up or better of what you could have done on your own. You know what I mean? It's like when you least, when what you think you don't need, God's like, no, you do need this. Like, here, you know? Or you recognize when you already have certain things in your life that are very valuable, and, you know, pushing these things away is only hurting yourself. And maybe you're trying to hurt yourself, and that's why you're doing that, if that applies to you. But regardless, like, stop trying to fix a sinking ship or trying to, you know, put your hands where they don't belong, because once you back away, once you take a step back and allow God to work, ask God to move in your life and in the situation, you're going to be very surprised and you're going to be very happy because it's your destiny. And you're going to relieve a lot of stress as well from trying to do it yourself. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments if this resonated for you. And again, I'll leave my info for personal readings and healings in my description box. Go to my website or DM me on Instagram. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.